Wow, that sounded terrific. Thank you so very much. I am truly, truly honored to be here tonight. And I feel like I'm among friends. It's wonderful to be among progressives. You feel safe. You don't always feel that way. I want to thank the Progressive States Network for the work that they're doing, because really, it is rather lonely out there. And there are quite a high number of bills that are introduced every year. And at the state level, we don't have the kind of supports, the ready-made talking points, the arguments that need to be made to everybody that is going to eventually need to vote for and against these, hopefully in committee. I must say that my claim to fame, and not my own because none of us work alone, we all work together, is that in the last 7 years since I've been in the state legislature, not a single bad immigration bill has gotten out of a committee. Yes, those who are state legislators know what that means. It's incredible for me to be here tonight because I am here as a Salvadorian immigrant who got here through 5 visa types. Now, for most Americans, what the immigration laws do and what they require people to do is unknown, because you've never had to apply for a visa. Your life has never depended on whether you were going to get the approval for you to stay here or you have to leave. That is the kind of life that's for many, many immigrants are living here, whether they're legal or undocumented. I never say that other word. I think it is so very important, and I will go anywhere to no matter who wants to hear anything about immigration, because I think it's so very important for us to be able to educate the American public, one, about how broken the immigration system is, and then how important, and I think this is perhaps to me the most important part, is that how important it is to us as Americans to fix it. Because what's happening in immigration now is really undermining and undercutting what are basic, fundamental American values. And any time that we look the other way to see what is happening, when we read about what happened in Iowa and what kind of lack of following due process rights, when people are herded with no warrants into cattle farms or whatever they're called, and I just read, and I think most of you know, is that hearings were held immediately. 99% of those prosecuted were charged and found guilty. 10 individuals at a time their cases were listened to. My goodness, what kind of destruction are we doing to our American legal system, to our American civil liberties and our civil rights? I think when we ignore what's happening with the American community, we're ignoring what is happening to our own system of fair and justice. And I think that is why, whenever possible, I will come and I will talk to groups. It might be 3 people in a diner. It might be, 10 people. But I want to engage in everybody in a conversation for us to understand that this is bigger than just a raid or someone being deported. It is something fundamental to what is happening to the American value system and to our system of justice. I compare it to what we've seen happening in torture, and what we are seeing has been eroded by this administration. And I hope that together with this wonderful Progressive States Network and everybody who is here, that we can hold hands and perhaps we'll get over this, I think, dark moment in the history of the United States. Thank you so much for it. Thank you.